Hi, my name's Charles Wecker, and today, you see I'm not holding a guitar, but I want to talk to you about performing. So it's about June here, and I've been performing a lot because summer has become quite busy all of a sudden for me. And so I've been thinking about performance a lot and practicing for performance a lot as well. And I wanted to give you my 5 tips to make you a better performer or get you through your first gig. So, first and foremost, you're going to want to simplify things. So, number one, simplify. And why do you want to simplify things? Because when you're on a stage, you're a little bit nervous, you might have a little adrenaline going. You are probably not going to be playing your most perfect technical bits perfectly. So, I do have a guitar here just to show you an example. If you're playing a chord progression, you're having a little bit of trouble on stage with that, just think about simplifying it a little bit and going. Which leads me into what the second most important thing is, which is going to be tempo. So you're probably going to want to actually go in and practice your songs at tempo. Make sure you're using like a little bit of a metronome. And this is just all for the practice session. So number 2, make sure your timing is good and your tempo is good. When you are on stage, you will probably be playing faster than you think you should be or are. And so slow it down even a little bit can rein it in. It might feel like you're moving in slow motion, but you might actually just be moving at a normal speed while you're a little bit more hyper aware of what's going on around you. Now, this one, number 3 here, is practice with background noise. So you don't necessarily have to have like 5-6 people to your house to listen to you. That's never a bad idea to play for your loved ones or friends and turn them into your willing or unwilling victims listening to your music. But my best advice here is actually like go on YouTube or something and find, for instance, like dinner party sounds. So once I played piano for somebody's like birthday dinner, essentially. And what I did is I actually just found dinner party sounds and practiced my set with that a few times. And that was a really fun and easy way to get used to playing along while you're hearing knives, you're hearing people talking in the background and things like that. Because it's a little bit different than playing like in a bar. Now, let's say you're playing in a bar. Play your set with some bar noises. There's a ton of these on YouTube, and you can do this really easily, and just make sure you're not playing along to the same one every time so that you have unexpected things going on as well. This is a great way to get used to practicing with noise around you. This next one is going to be a little bit longer, but number 4 here, control what you can. So you're not going to be able to control the audience, obviously. You're not going to even necessarily be able to control your own nerves. But there are things within your control, and I would recommend, especially if you're earlier stages, doing this, which is your set list. What set list am I playing? Figure that out. And there's all kinds of good tips on like how to build a good set list. I always actually like to start with something that's a little bit easier. So like not necessarily my most technical work. My most technical work comes once I'm warmed up, but not before I'm tired. So like after, an hour and a half or 2 hours playing, my fingers start to hurt a little bit. I start to get a little punchy, and that's fine. But knowing that helps you craft a better set list. So as you keep playing out, find what the rhythms of that are for you. What else can you control? When you're practicing, make sure you're playing the guitar that you're going to play at your show and practice on that guitar. I don't care if it's your cheap guitar and you don't want to bring out your really nice guitar or whatever. Try and control that. If you know your way around your guitar, that's going to help a lot. Make sure and try to use your own gear for this one too. Make sure you're using the same pick or same type of pick. Make sure that when you're practicing, you could even control what your banter is, right? Like you don't have to just banter to no one. Like what have you told like your friends and family about this song? You can even write a script if you want. I don't personally do that. I like to keep it a little bit more improvisational with my banter. But that's a really good way to look at doing so. And then my fifth one is going to go along with this. But I mentioned earlier that you might want to be warmed up. If you can warm up, if you could sound check, that's really good. If you can't, really, really make sure that the first song or two are pretty easy and that you know them inside and out. So it might be like an earlier song or a 3-chord song or something like that. That's what you're going to want to do. So that's what I do in almost all my performances. I have a few, like 3 or 4 different songs that are, up tempo enough that people really enjoy them, and then I'll also sometimes for like my second or third set start out with like some instrumental music too, so that people have time to get back to their seats. So for my first set, like I almost always open up with like Rusted Clouds or I Don't Want To or Tremble, just something that's like a little bit more up-tempo and a little bit bouncier by folk standards anyways. And then for my second set, I like to open up with mandolin, which I haven't played a ton in the first set. And so I could play like 4 or 5 songs on the mandolin, get myself warmed up on that instrument. And then you also, like I play 1 or 2 instrumental songs to get going so everyone can get back to their seats. There's no pressure if you're just playing some fiddle tunes or something like that as well. So those are my big tips for performing, especially if you're new to this. And, the other thing is, it's okay to make a mistake. Like, I make mistakes on the stage every single time I play on stage, many of them, and that's fine. I've heard some of the biggest bands in the world make mistakes on stage, have false starts. Lean into it. You can turn it into a joke. If you make yourself laugh and the audience laugh, that's great. You're human. We live in the age of AI, so you might not want to like make sure you're perfect like AI all the time. It can actually go a long way to try and be as authentic and yourself as possible on stage, and it'll take a little time to find your voice. If you're a seasoned performer, hopefully learn something from this. My name is Charles Wecker. I am a musician, songwriter, and music teacher in Southwest Colorado. If you want to chat further, let me know. I do teach lessons. I'm happy to help you work through performing some of your songs or getting ready for your performance for the first time. And leave a comment down below about performing and any other thoughts you have in terms of like how to make your performance really good, what you wish you knew before you started performing, or things that are scary about performing for you. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And I'll chat with you soon. It's kind of weird to not be playing music as an outro here, but that's okay. Bye.